Good day, everyone. We are the group that's going to discuss the topic in Module 9. So, this is all about investing in professional development. So, the context of this, we are going to learn the importance of professional development and some best practices to consider in order to glean the most from these career activities for students and soon to be employees. So, for the introduction, let's have Mr. Luke Santiago.
Professional development is to your career what regular maintenance is to your car. Think about it. Even when your car is running perfectly, you still take it for regular checkups, change the oil, and rotate the tires. You don't do this because something's wrong, but because you want to keep it running smoothly and avoid any problems in the future. Your career needs the same kind of care. Even when everything feels good and you're comfortable in your job, it's easy to forget about the need for growth. But just like your career needs regular attention to stay at its best. The signs that your career needs a little extra attention aren't always obvious. When things are going well, it's easy to think that you don't need to do anything more. But true progress comes from always learning and improving, even when it feels like you're on the right track. So look at some of the signs that it might be time to invest in your career's future. Let's get started.
So the first thing was probably your industry is changing. So industries and business practices are changing quicker than ever before. And this means some of the things you may have learned in school 5 or 10 years ago may no longer be relevant or applicable. So even if it's not a company requirement, it's a good idea to keep up with what's happening in your field by reading professional journals and research papers, attending industry events, conferences, and workshops or participating in online forum and discussion on Twitter or any other social media platforms. So this type of self-directed learning will help you keep your knowledge current and can even boost your confidence at work. So the next one will probably you're stuck in a rut. So staying in the same role for years can lead to stagnation. Even if you're happy in your job, if colleagues are advancing while you're stuck with the same task, you may have become too comfortable and to progress. Consider taking professional development courses and networking to explore new opportunities and demonstrate initiative to your employer. If you're being overlooked for a promotion, scheduling a meeting with your supervisors to discuss your performance and areas for improvement can help you identify what's holding you back.
Number 4, you're lacking a specific skill or qualification. If job listing consistently require skills you lack, don't give up. Focus on gaining those qualifications. Even if you can complete a full course or degree before applying, enrolling in relevant programs, workshops, and seminars demonstrate your willingness to learn and shows employers you're serious about the opportunity. So number 5, you have no idea what your career might look like in 5 years. Focusing in professional development helps clarify your career goals and create a plan for the future. If you're unsure where you'll be in 5 to 10 years, taking courses, volunteering, or finding a mentor can provide directions. It starts by identifying skills or experience you lack but need to stay competitive, then map out the steps to achievement them.
Transferable skills. Beyond technical skills, developing soft skills like communication, problem solving, and adaptability can give you a competitive edge. While many applicants share the same qualification, fewer invest in honing these less skills tangible attributes. Employers increasingly value skills like resilience and teamwork, with 77% of hiring managers considering them as important as technical abilities. To strengthen your soft skills, assess your current strengths such as punctuality, task management, and seeking feedback, and find ways to improve them. Some of the most important soft skills they said they look for when hiring included a strong work ethic, dependability, a positive attitude, organization skills, confidence, the ability to work well under pressure, the ability to work well as a team, communication skills, and flexibility. Simply listing soft skills on the resume isn't enough. You need to provide real example of how you demonstrate them. To do this, Seek opportunities to practice skills you rarely use, such as teamwork or handling pressure. Identify areas for improvement like confidence or attitude and actively work on them by taking on more responsibility at work or volunteering in roles that challenge you.
So for my part, I'll be talking about industry-specific skills. So basically, this slide is all about how important it is to keep learning and updating your skills, especially the ones needed in your chosen industry. Nowadays, it's much easier to do that because of online courses, training, and even short certificates. So as Beth Campbell Duke mentions, lifelong learning is becoming more recognized not only by schools, but also by professionals like her. Whether through online platforms or local learning institutions, it is now easier to continue your education in your chosen field. You can even start small, like with a certificate, and eventually work your way up to a degree. There are lots of options out there to help you grow your skills and stay competitive. So, in order to move forward in your career, it's important to develop, sharpen, or update skills that are specific to your industry. This is becoming more common nowadays, especially with the growing number of online courses and coaching available. So, with all these options available, it is now easier than ever to keep learning and upgrading our knowledge. So, the main point is that learning doesn't stop after school. We have to keep upgrading ourselves depending on the job or industry we are in.
Education and child care, or expression, the ability to communicate information and ideas in speaking so others will understand. Learning strategies, the ability to select instructional methods that are appropriate for the situation when teaching new things. Public safety and security, knowledge of relevant equipment, policies, procedures, and strategies. Psychology, knowledge of human behavior and performance, individual differences in ability, personality, and interests. Learning and motivation, psychological research methods, and the assessment and treatment of behavioral and affective disorder. Social perceptiveness, an awareness of others' actions and understanding why they react in a certain way. Problem sensitivity, the ability to tell when something is wrong or likely to go wrong. Negotiation, bringing others together and trying to reconcile differences.
Critical thinking, the ability to use logic and reasoning to identify the strengths and weaknesses of alternative solutions to problems. Critical thinking involves the ability to analyze information, evaluate arguments, and make decisions based on logic and reasoning. It allows individuals to identify the strengths and weaknesses of different solutions or perspectives, ensuring a more balanced and well-informed approach to problem solving. This skill requires examining evidence, recognizing biases, considering various viewpoints, and logically assessing the outcomes of different actions. Administration and management. Knowledge of business management principle involves in strategic planning, resource allocation, leadership techniques, production methods, and coordination of people and resources. Administration and management refer to processes of planning, organizing, leading, and or controlling resources, such as people, finances, and information, to achieve organizational goals effectively and efficiently. Administration generally refers to high-level tasks related to settings, policies, making decisions, and ensuring the overall functioning of organization. It is more focused on strategic planning, governance, and the implementation of regulation and guidelines within an organization. Management, on the other hand, is the process of overseeing and directing day-to-day operations. Managers are responsible for supervising teams, making operational decisions, and ensuring the project and tasks are completed efficiently. Together, administration and management are essential for the successful operation of an organization as they balance high-level strategic vision with practical day-to-day leadership and oversight. Complex problem solving, the ability to identify complex problems and review related information to develop options and implement solutions. Complex problem solving is the process of identifying, analyzing, and resolving multifaceted challenges that involve multiple factors, variables, or stakeholders. These types of problems often do not have straightforward solutions and require deeper thinking, creativity, and resourcefulness. Complex problem solving often requires collaboration, creativity, and high level of critical thinking. It is common in fields like business, engineering, healthcare, and technology, well, where multiple variables must be considered to address challenges effectively. Management of personal resources, the ability to motivate, develop, and direct people as they work and identify the best people for the job. The management of personal resources is a vital component of any organization's success. It involves the planning, directing, and coordination of human capital to maximize productivity, foster employee growth, and align individual contribution with the organization's strategic objective. This process is fundamental in ensuring that an organization workforce operates efficiently and harmoniously, contributing to both short-term and long-term. The management of personal resources is not simply about managing employees. It's about strategically aligning human capital with organizational goals. By focusing on recruitment, training, performance management, employee well-being, conflict resolution, and succession planning, organization can build workforce that is motivated, skilled, and capable of adapting to changing demands. System analysis, the ability to determine how a system should work and how changes in condition and operation will affect outcomes. System analysis is a methodical process used to study and evaluate the components of a system in order to improve or design more efficient system. This process is commonly applied in various fields such as information technology, business, engineering, and healthcare, where complex systems need to be analyzed, improved, or restructured to meet specific goals. The objective of system analysis is to identify problems, gather data, propose solutions, and implement changes that optimize system performance. It plays a critical role in enhancing decision making and achieving organizational objectives.
Creative arts and design. Originality. The ability to come up with unusual, clever ideas about a given topic or situation. This is about coming up with unique and creative ideas. It means thinking outside the box and offering something new or different. Visualization. The ability to imagine how something will look after it is moved around or its parts have been rearranged. This skill helps you to imagine how something will look once it's changed, moved, or rearranged. It's like seeing the final output in your mind before actually creating it. Design. Knowledge of design techniques, tools and principles involved in production of precision technical plans, blueprints, drawings, and models. It involves using tools, techniques, and principles to create technical plans, blueprints, or visual models. It is the foundation of turning ideas into real, structured outputs. Fluency of ideas. The ability to come up with a number of different ideas about a topic. This means being able to think of multiple ways or ideas quickly when given a topic or a problem. It's an important skill in brainstorming, problem solving, and creativity. Active learning. The ability to understand implications of new information for current and future problem solving and decision making. Active learning is the ability to understand new information and apply it in real life situations.
Active listening. The ability to give full attention to what others are saying, understanding the points being made, and asking questions when appropriate. Paying full attention when someone is speaking helps in understanding financial concern or instruction without missing important details. Mathematics, the ability to solve problems using mathematics. Using a number to calculate profits, taxes, budgets, and interest. Essential for preparing financial reports and analyzing data. Reading comprehension, the ability to understand when sentence and paragraphs in work-related document. Understanding written document like financial statement, policies, contracts, and tax laws helps helps in interpreting reports and following regulation properly. The ability to communicate effectively in writing as appropriate for needs of the audience. Communicating financial information clearly in reports, emails, or memos. Important for documenting transactions, preparing reports, or explaining financial decisions. Economic and accounting. Knowledge of economic and accounting principles and practices, the financial markets, banking, and the analysis of report of financial data. Understanding how money and market works, recording, summarizing, and analyzing financial transactions. Both are key to managing budgets, forecasting, and advising clients. Critical thinking. The ability to use logic and reasoning to identify the strengths and weakness of alternative solutions to problems. Critical thinking. Evaluating financial problems or data logically before making decisions. Helps in detecting errors, fraud, or suggesting improvements. System analysis. The ability to determine how a system should work and how changes in conditions and operations will affect outcomes. Understanding how different parts of an accounting system like software or procedure work together. Useful for improving system, ensuring accuracy, and increasing efficiency.